So it's day, oh, I did it again. I don't know what day it is. Day 93. And so I made this plan because I needed new shoes. So I was like looking in Kent for a place to send my shoes because I had to order them on Amazon. They were on sale. And no one would take an Amazon package, and there was no hostel in Kent or anything. So I looked farther ahead, and on Saturday night, there's a town called Salisbury where there's a little hostel, and that's where I'm sending my shoes, right? So I got a room, and everyone else is like, oh, we're gonna stay in Kent. And I'm like, all right, maybe I'll see everyone up the road. Well, Danny Boy and Lucky Colleague were calling around for rooms and stuff, and I guess, well, Kent's already the most expensive town on trail supposedly, and it's alumni weekend, and they're like all booked up at all the cheaper places, and like it's hundreds of dollars for a room anywhere in Kent. So obviously no one's going to do that. So everyone jumped on my idea of pushing to Salisbury, Connecticut for Saturday night. It was just kind of funny. So instead, when I originally got my room, I was the only one who booked a stay there so far, and now it's going to be completely booked up if everyone even gets in. They have limited bed space, but there is another home that does beds for hikers, so we might be split up, but I think everyone's going to end up in the same town. I'm on my way to get water. There was no water source at this shelter, so I barely had enough. I have a little bit left this morning, and then it's 3.1 to a water spigot at a business that lets you fill up at a road crossing. So everyone's got up and is pushing out to there to get their water, and then we'll have another 11 miles to resupply. Because I'm down to my snacks that I have here. Enough snacks for tomorrow, but no dinners and breakfasts. So I need another day's worth of snacks, 2 breakfasts, and 2 dinners. Other than that, that's all I got. So I'll talk to you guys later. Well, I just came face to face with a black bear coming down the trail straight at me. He saw me and then turned off the trail and like took a few steps, but then stopped and was looking at me. So I made a big yell, and he kind of scurried off further into the woods. I tried to get a video of him when he was further away, but then as I moved down the trail, he ran even further. So not really my first thought wasn't to try and get footage because he was coming right at me, but it was kind of funny. He was a big bear too. We saw a bigger bear on our road walk from the drive-in. Me, Danny, and Lucky Colleague saw a huge bear crossing the road, but I didn't get footage of that one either. This one was pretty substantially big as well. But they're more terrified of you, so all you gotta do is scare them off, usually. And there is reports of people like having trouble when they have like food in their tents, and then there's an aggressive bear. There are aggressive bears out there, but for the most part they're timid. So my adrenaline is a little spiked right now. I'm almost to the water source, so I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah. Dude, this is cool, man.
On your left. On your left.
All right, we're closing in on the shelter for the evening. I'm probably less than a mile from it now, but stopped for lunch and a resupply at a little country store right off trail. A little pricey there, so I actually looked a bit ahead and just got bare minimum stuff I needed. And there's actually a place I can eat breakfast on Saturday morning. So what was funny is everyone decided they want to stay at that hostel in Salisbury. So we think Danny and Lucky Colleague are going. Lucky Colleague had someone who hiked with him at the beginning who came off trail come and pick up him and Danny Boy and take them to REI from the country store. And REI was like an hour away. So I don't know if they're gonna make it to this shelter tonight because they both wanted new clothing. Lucky Colleague has had some tent problems. One of his tent poles broke. And otherwise, I think the plan is for them to make it to the same hostel we're all staying at in Salisbury. Then we're supposed to get some rain through the weekend and into next week, but we plan on continuing on and hiking through it. At least me, Bob, and Pink Flops do. Not too sure about Lucky Colleague and Danny Boy. They both seem like they need a break, possibly a zero, but my Saturday is going to be like a 14-mile day, which is close enough to a Nero that I think I can get recovery on it. And if not, I can just Nero out of town on Sunday. I don't think I want to push a big day in the rain anyway. So we made it to Connecticut. New York is done. That is 9 states, 5 to go. And Connecticut and Massachusetts, I think, are going to go pretty quick, just like New Jersey and New York. So go ahead and close out for the night. Talk to you guys later. All right, it's day 94. And a few days ago we hit the end of our 3rd month. So we're into the 4th month on the AT. It's going to be the last complete month because into the 5th month it'll just be a partial month because we will finish. So today I'm pushing for a 22.3 mile day. Body is a little sore, so we'll see if I can make it. But if I make the 22.3, it makes for just an 11.6 tomorrow. There's a place I can stop and eat breakfast too. Little farm to table cafe. Sorry. Farm to table cafe. That's right off trail. Easy to get to. And then I have an easy relatively easy hike into the town where the hostel's at. And everyone was able to book their spots, so we have the entire place with our group. We ran into a lot of people at the shelter last night. We must have hit like a bubble or something. There's a few section hikers too, so they're not all through hikers. But we're in a nice little pocket of people up here. More people than I thought there would be. So we'll probably get all separated from them in the next few days, but that is all I got for now. I think Danny and Lucky Colleague are going to stop at a shelter that's about 5 or 6 miles before the tent sites I'm going to, because Lucky Colleague still has to stay in shelters. He's getting his tent poles probably in about a week for his tent, so he's got to go shelter to shelter. And other than that, I got nothing else, so I'll talk to you guys later. So, I wasn't feeling too great this morning. I was just like super tired. I was like hiking super slow, and then every like 45 minutes to an hour I would need like a 10 to 15 minute break. Felt like I was just gonna like fall asleep while hiking. But then started raining in the afternoon. Put on my poncho, and that reinvigorated me a bit, cooled me down, I think. And my sleepiness almost went completely away. So my speed went up. I think I'm not gonna make it all the way, but there's another tent sites after like 20 miles today. So rather than a 22.3, I'd be doing like a 20 miler, which is fine. I probably could make it to the other tent sites. It all depends on my pace this evening now, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it before dark. So I think just to be safe, I'm going to stop at these sites prior to the ones I was aiming for. They were really close to the breakfast place. I'll just have to try and get up early. They don't open till 7, so I might be able to get up and start hiking by 6. We'll see. It's supposed to be raining in the morning, so that might slow me down too. Pretty much an uneventful day, other than the sleepiness and the rain. So if anything else comes up, I'll talk to you guys. See ya.